And, and I'm always dripping in the latest. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They should never drop that Lufo shit, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. They should never drop that shit because that shit's been stuck in my head. But what is up with it, y'all? Like, how y'all doing, bro? Like, seriously, like, I'm not even asking how y'all day went. How are y'all doing mentally and physically, bro? Drop it in the comments, for real, for real. I got the Woody lit, bro. Nice little smoke session we about to have. Training going good in MMA, you know what I'm saying? Jiu-jitsu, you know what I'm saying? Judo, you know what I'm saying? All that, it's going good. I took a week off. Next week, I'm going to start back, you know? Get that hit in there for y'all. But next week, I'm going to start back right. But today, we going to be reacting to Adrian Broner and Deen the Great situation they got going on. Intro was long enough, so we just going to get into the video.
Like, the greatest duo on the internet is already over, unfortunately, because Deen the Great and Adrian Broner would get into such a heated argument over one thing that you don't play about a man.
You a damn block.
None of them yours.
You a damn block. The long block on mine. The one you been using.
All right, take that bit with you then. Come on,
Got me fucked up,
Put it in
man.
there. It's connected to a white charger.
I promise you.
Put it in the bag, bro.
You're tripping, bro. What's wrong with you? Can't wait. You can't say I'm drunk or nothing.
Give a
No, we're not drunk. You're drunk.
Don't give a
You're drunk. You drunk. Tripping.
Get out.
I don't give
Weirdo.
a fuck about getting
I
out.
don't give a fuck. You don't want to pull me over.
Yeah.
It's a whole nigga. Do your shit. Ungrateful.
Yeah,
Do your shit. It's good.
man, you
All right,
stop
all right,
saying that.
for sure. No, because that's what it is, though.
It ain't.
Yeah, all right.
Because I don't want to do what you want
That's
to
what
do.
it is.
I mean,
I don't give a fuck about doing what you want to do. You don't got to do what the fuck I want to do.
and I don't. And I'm
All
not.
right, don't then.
I'm not.
Weirdo. Man, stop calling me, bruh.
And I'm not.
Bruh, what's up, bruh? What's up?
I had sent AB the back end.
Nah, he ain't send me though.
I sent him the back end, bro. I got to send you. You want me to send you a receipt?
All right, so you said cut it back in and he sent me shit. All right, bet.
I sent him the back end.
All right, that's show what it is. All right, that's the first step too then. Get out. Nah, it's good, it's good. You said cut his shit. It's good. Go ahead.
Okay.
He good.
I'm going to send you up in the screen. You want me to send you the
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. It's good.
All right, I got you right
All
now.
right. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
No. That was separate, bro. That was the charger that was connected to the phone.
Bet.
It's completely different.
Okay. Could have made M's. Stupid. It's good though.
I'm going to do that regardless.
Bet.
Do that regardless.
Yeah, do that then.
Yeah. Watch.
So this initial clip that was going around, it was about some paper that Adrian Broner was supposed to pay Deen the Great. Keep in mind, these guys, how this argument started was Adrian Broner wanted to get dropped off on the side of the road. Yeah, these guys are on the highway. Adrian Broner is drunk out of his mind. Deen the Great's a little bit tipsy. To be honest, Deen the Great's handling his drink well compared to before he got linked up with Adrian Broner. So these guys are always arguing at the end of the night. And he wants to get let out. He's like, man, come on, let me out, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, what happens after that is when the money situation comes, he's like, wait, hold on. So Deen the Great was going to let him out. But then when he found out that Adrian Broner allegedly stole from him, that's when he kicked him out. And a lot of people felt like, damn, man, like, why'd you have to kick the guy out? You know, is this a troll? I don't think it's a troll because Deen the Great would give a longer explanation of the situation, which people aren't really posting that clip. I don't know why. And this just tells you all that you need to know. And you don't play a man about his paper.
Facts.
Nah. He said don't let it ruin
Facts.
friendship. This little bread. Exactly. if you're gonna let it ruin over a couple of G's, and you'll ruin it over some M's or some hundred, like 6 figures. We ain't doing that. It don't matter if it was $10, bro.
That's real.
And even if it was for clips, text me on the side like, oh, bro, I was just playing, bro. All right. That's why he stayed longer, so he could get his little bread, get his set to him. You know what I'm saying? Snakes, bro. You dig?
It's crazy, bro. I just made a fucking Facebook video. No, I really made an IG video. I think it was on IG. Either on IG or Facebook. It's probably on both. Y'all see them bitches scrolling at the bottom. Go tap in. But I just posted a video and I was like, damn, because he was in the gym. I was like, it's good to see him in the gym getting back to us, getting back to what he was doing, not hearing no crazy shit. And then we get this shit right after I say that shit. Like, damn, bro, that's why I don't be speaking on shit.
If you get offered to do some shit, they reached out to us and said, yo, I want y'all to come for an hour. We was gonna get paid some racks to come for an hour. Cool. We was gonna split it in the middle. We got our deposit before we got there, and then we gonna get paid upon arrival or after. They said we gonna get y'all after. All right, cool. We get there after, and then y'all seen what happened. The rest of what happened. He got paid. I ain't get. Which typically you're supposed to get paid. They supposed to pay. They paid me and him. So that's what he did behind my back. He went to go tell cuz, yo, pay me, and then pay me the rest. Nah, we ain't doing that.
So what it looks like happened, and that's the call that they got in the car, because he was like, yo, stop texting my phone. Somebody kept calling Deen the Great while he was with Adrian Broner. So he was getting irritated, but eventually he picks up the call, and then that's when he kicked out Adrian Broner. So here, Deen the Great explains they were getting paid basically for like a hosting. They get booked to go to a place. They do a walkthrough. It's kind of like what a lot of poppin' rappers will do when they're first blowing up. And in this, what typically happens is they pay you the front end, and then you get there, you show up, you do your thing, then they pay you the back end. So what Adrian Broner did is he was like, yo, just toss me the money. And he just steals from Deen the Great. Now, this is a problem because a lot of people are saying like, yo, fix the situation. And the crazy thing is, earlier in the day, these guys were training. They were training with Adrian Broner's old trainer. Adrian was looking good. And they have this cycle. This is why I think this is the best. These guys have had the best streams on the internet right now because you get a full journey the entire time. It's not just straight entertainment. Like you get some self-development in there.
I mean, I don't
you
really
get
watch
some comedy
shit,
in there. You get some actual anger and frustration out of the two. You get mini crash outs. So you're getting taken on this emotional roller coaster. Not emotional because obviously you're probably not invested if you're just, all right, you might be invested. I don't know. I'm not invested, but I'm still like going through the emotions of like, yo, hold on. Is Adrian Broner going to get it together? Okay, they're training. There's like some positivity going on. And then, okay, they get to the drink. Okay, is Adrian Broner going to slime out Deen the Great for a chick? Okay, well, Adrian Broner gets too drunk. Okay, so the guy's drinking every night. And then...
And disclaimer, I don't be watching these streams. I really just be seeing clips and shit like that. Disclaimer, bro. That's my disclaimer. Like, I just be seeing clips and I don't gotta explain shit.
You're in this perpetual cycle of like, yo, will he ever get it together or not?
Y'all get it.
If they were just doing the drinking and the partying and the chicks, I don't think it would succeed as much, especially stream-wise, because their stream has grown, not just their clips. If they were just doing the partying stuff, the clips would go crazy, but the stream wouldn't grow. Deen's stream is growing. Well, is there some botting involved? I think he might be getting botted, but he's not botting himself. I know that for a fact, because when Deen the Great was streaming, like when he was... like getting hit by slapped by Larry Wheels, and the other guy Tiki like elbowed him. And then Deen the Great linked up with Adam 22. Deen was averaging like maybe like less than 250 viewers. So at that time when he was so viral, it would have made sense for him to bot, but he didn't bot. So now the situation is he going to link back up with Adrian Broner? And I don't know. I guess it's tempting for him to do that because the audience wants that, but this is just grimy behavior. Like, and this just goes to show the character flaw of Adrian Broner. It's not that he's just a drunk, because Deen the Great, he's a solid dude. From what I've seen, from what other people have said, despite him he'll get drunk, he'll act out, he'll misbehave, but to take money out from somebody that's helping you, getting you motion again, because some people will say, like, yo, Adrian Broner's the talent, he carries. Well, Adrian Broner's already famous and was a world champion boxer, but Adrian Broner's been crashing out and been on this type of timing for the past 8 years. So he's been like this, and he hasn't had motion like this. So it's clear that them two together, led by Deen's direction, is what brought him the success that he's having right now to where he's getting booked. Nobody would have been even calling to book Adrian Broner before this. Not to a fight, and definitely not to host anything. They brought Adrian Broner to host something. They would probably pay him to stay out of the club if you tried to book Adrian Broner 3-4 weeks ago. And then Deen the Great, after a lot of people were giving him criticism, and he would go on to explain why it's extra slimy what Adrian Broner did to him.
And if we want to talk numbers, I done made this nigga $20,000 a week. His first week streaming. You don't make $20,000 on Kick streaming your first fucking week. Out of here. All right, that's just off KCIP. That ain't including everything else. That's just off streaming. The hours you stream, okay? It's good though. On top of that, I ain't taking a dime from bro. Turn it down, bro. I ain't taking a dime from the. I ain't asking no percentage. I ain't taking shit. And in plays, I'm involving in this shit. We breaking half on everything, bro. So do the math, bro. We had 3 plays today. We got multiple plays since we've been here. Everything, the Airbnb, the car, the security, the cameraman, everything paid for by me. I'm not telling bro to break even because he's making bread now. That's me, bro. My expenses, bro.
Nah, this is crazy. This is straight up disrespectful. It's damn near, I wouldn't say it's a Boosie Vlad situation where
I ain't see all that.
This guy's getting paid $25K a week or like $25K an interview. That's like a couple of hours. But just hearing what the situation just happened, think about it yourself. Would you take getting paid $20K in your first week streaming just off of the stream revenue, which you're not even paying the cameraman, there's no cost associated with it, and you're just getting drunk and doing what you usually do with your homie? You're probably like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Well, that's just Adrian Broner. And that's the thing, too. It's like he picked him up and gave him a blessing, because all of these expenses that Deen the Great is saying, he's like, yo, I'm paying for all of this. Adrian Broner doesn't have his own cameraman. Adrian Broner doesn't know how to stream. He's just pointing the camera at him. So he's taking revenue away from himself, potentially, because people are watching Adrian Broner on stream, on his own stream, that aren't watching Deen. And Adrian Broner is getting paid on those viewers. So that $20K, if Deen the Great didn't want to support Adrian, he could have just told Adrian Broner not to stream. Could have told AB not to stream and be like, yo, we'll split it this way, or I'll pay you this amount. If Deen was just about his business, he would have signed him to something, got a percentage, or just said, listen, bro, I'm going to pay you this amount every day. And Adrian Broner doesn't even have to see how much money the stream is making. And Adrian Broner would take it, because keep in mind, the first time that these guys linked up, Adrian Broner shaved his entire beard for $1,000. He was like, yo, you give me a rack, I'll shave my whole beard. And his beard was like very, very long. So it took him a long time to grow that out. And then he was asking for like, yo, you going to give me an Uber back to the spot?
You know I'm broke, right? You ain't broke. Rich in spirit, though. No, right. Yeah. You give me $1,000, I cut my beard. A band? You cut your beard? I ain't gonna lie. Chat. For a band, though, he gonna cut his beard. What we talking about? Give me a band, I'll cut my beard. Hey, y'all better get the motherfucking subs. Hold on. Give me a band, I'll cut my beard, guys.
Damn, bro.
Hold on. What's gonna be fresh start? When the last time you cut your shit? Ooh, man. Damn, cut. But cut my shit though. Damn. Nah, for you though, I gotta cut it, Cal. Run it. For that bando, I ain't gonna lie though, God. I ain't gonna lie, cut that off. Cash at it. You want right now? Yeah. You gotta show me you get the proof first. You gotta cut that bit first. Nah, that he can swipe now.
I get that. Nah, for real. Man, what?
Nah.
Yeah. Mother. Mother.
See, these the beginning videos I seen. The beginning clips I seen and shit like that. But then he really like.
Or you get it back. Well, make sure you get it back.
I don't got bread.
Yeah, or. Or.
Yeah, I came in Uber, yeah.
Uber.
I came in Uber, yeah.
You get Uber?
Do I have Uber? No.
Yes. Hey, stop recording, man.
I got you.
You ain't a fool out.
Nah.
So that's the situation that Adrian Broner was in. You'd think he would have been like, yo, let me see what's going on with the money and all that. No, he wouldn't. And Adrian Broner has his costs covered too. Like that's it. Deen's got some expenses. And like Deen said, he said we ran 3 plays today. So if they were supposed to get a couple racks for that one situation that they went to, there were 2 other events that they went to that same day that they probably got paid. It could have been a 10K day, maybe a little bit more. And Adrian Broner is willing to throw away potential hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars because of what? Like there's got to be something here where he thinks that Deen doesn't deserve it because it's not a money thing. He made 20 racks his first week streaming. I don't know if they paid it out yet, but how do you just mess this up? And this is an Adrian Broner problem. And some people will say, especially the fans, are like, nah, you can work it out. Oh, Adrian will be doing his own thing. No, he won't. Well, what do you think is going to happen? Adrian Broner is going to pick up a selfie stick and record himself and go out and do stuff? No, he's not going to do that. The guy's a lazy drunk that is completely out of it, and he's entertaining to watch, but he needs a handler. And this is the thing that's going to happen. Nobody is going to be willing to handle this guy. He's going to be too much. And they're just going to say, you know what, I just don't want to deal with this guy. Because look at Deen. He was willing to deal with him a lot. And Deen turned into the responsible guy. And that's how you know Deen, when he was like crashing out off the drink or all that, at his core, Deen is responsible and can handle his business. Because when a real drunk came around him, Adrian Broner, you see the guys playing like a father role to him, making sure like, yo, get the bottle out of your hand, man. You're drinking too much. Meanwhile, 2 months ago, Deen the Great was the guy we're all looking like, yo, are you going to put the bottle down or what's going on here?
That's
unfortunately, I do think this has to end off of principle. Maybe Deen might just say like, yo, the viewership makes sense. But mentally, Deen is for sure checked out of this as a friendship. It would just be strictly business after this if he's willing to bring him back. Because somebody that's willing to steal from you like that, that's disgusting. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe.
Nah. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Come on, AB. You was just doing good, bro. Why you ain't? You gotta lock in, nigga. If this shit not no troll shit, bro, you gotta lock in, nigga. They do be trolling and shit. But come on, my nigga. What are you doing? Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Oh my God. Let me know how y'all feel about this bitch in the comments, bro. We out.